What's your beef, Rupper?
What's my beef? My beef, this is going to be old man screaming at the clouds, so buckle up here, because the lead losses in the NHL to me it's an epidemic, dude. Like, the lack of game management, I mean, we're seeing the game at a very good place as far as goals, but when you have a 2-goal lead, a 3-goal lead, you should win that hockey game.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times, percentage-wise, you're going to, but I see so many things. Like, it's always teams looking for the next one. You're up 3 goals. Don't try to be up 4. That's not saying don't try to score. Do the right things defensively, know the clock, know the score, play that situation, and that other team will get frustrated, open up, and then you'll go get that 4th one. Don't do it in reverse order. And I see it all the time now. You can see some of the numbers right there. It's that's one that gets me going crazy, because the difference of winning and losing in this league is just making a different decision at a certain time of a game.
Yeah.
And I feel like the good teams that are very good and that are going to be or supposed to be contenders, a lot of them still lack that. That's why I think when you look at a team like Vegas, or you look at teams that have that kind of element, no one's going to touch them, in my opinion, because they'll sit there and they're content with, all right, we're up in this game. If we get a 3-on-2, we're obviously going to go take it. We're going to try to score a goal. Right. But we're not going to pinch a D to keep a puck in when we're up by 3 goals and take a gutsy pinch. You don't need to do that. You need to win the hockey game. The game is about winning. It's not about scoring the next goal, right? And I think that's an area that yelling at the clouds, like the next thing, that we got to do better at that.
No, but
if you want to win a cup, we need more of this.
I think you're spot on. And I mean, it doesn't hurt that you played with guys like Scott Stevens and a defensive-minded Devils team.
And I might be brainwashed from that type of thing. And I'm not saying to go back to that, because that won't win. If you went back to the old New Jersey Devils trap it up style, it wouldn't win today, because the league is so talented. There's got to be a medium somewhere in there. Yeah. Like, you got to meet in the middle somewhere.
Medium well, medium rare?
Medium well for me.
Nice. I like that. So that's my little tangent right there.
What do you think? You think the teams need to lock it down, help their goalies out?
Well, hey, I spoke to longtime NHL goalie, 15 years, I want to say, Mike Liud, longtime agent over at Octagon. I talked to him today about some things going on around the game, and he was mentioning this too, ironically, and he was just saying, like, it's always so important to get that first goal.
Yeah.
Right? But then once you have a lead, whether you're playing at home or on the road, but once you have a lead, play a certain way so that you can bring those 2 points home. And there's a responsibility, is what you're saying. There's a responsibility to doing that. It doesn't have to be at the expense of your offense, as Rupper said, but hey, look, man, you could get another maybe assist, another goal, but now you run the risk of your team losing the 2 points.
Yeah.
So you want the 2 points, because, hey, this is the way you're going to have to play in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
True.
If you want to, first of all, if you want to get in the playoffs, let alone if you want to go deep in the playoffs, let alone if you want to get to the Cup final.
Yeah.
It's better to start doing this now.
I got a little story for you real quick, if we got time.
We have time.
So when I came up in New Jersey, and this is back with different CBA, different rules in place, you had team bonuses. We had different
those were nice, those
things
team
and
bonuses.
junctures of
we
the
need
season.
them here.
Yeah, and so a lot of those are not the situation now. But in New Jersey, genius moves by Lou Lamoriello and what he did. So I would get in there, and I was just trying to play the next day and stay in the league. And, it started growing from week to week to month, and I started getting these checks in my stall. And
I want to go there.
They weren't paid. They weren't, hold on, though.
I want to go there.
They weren't paychecks. They weren't paychecks. It was just a couple grand here, a couple grand there. Like, I remember went up to one of the guys, I'm like, what is this? Oh, that's our bonus. What's our bonus? Well, our bonus is, I don't remember the details. It's like anything after 2 games in a row, winning 2 games in a row would trigger a win streak bonus, but then keeping goals against down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay? So we would be winning a game, or shutouts. Yeah. Marty would obviously a huge factor in all of this, but having a shutout would trigger a bonus, and these things would.
And they were team bonuses.
Yes, it would double. So if you won 3 games in a row, and whatever that bonus was, you win 4, that number that we won 3 would double to 4. Then if you won 5, that number would double again, and it would just go.
Talk about motivating the guys.
So this is what you got out of it.
This is it.
I remember being up there, and I'm like, this is different here. Any team I played on, because we'd be winning a game. 4-0.
Nads are blocking shots.
30 seconds left. Everybody on the bench is standing up, and guys are like taking shots, blocking shots. We're like, block it because we knew we were getting some cash on the side, right? And I know that people are going to watch us and be like, you guys don't make enough money. It's not the point. The competitive nature, all those things, that's where it was at. So the guys are laying down. We knew nothing else but defending.
Right.
Yeah.
Offense will come when you defend because the other team's going to get frustrated. They're going to be like, we got to open it up. All right, you go ahead and open it up. You pinch at the wrong time, and now the three of us got a 3-on-2, and we're going to score a goal. So that's my little story there. Can't do that now.
Great. No,
it's not in the CBA, but it was a good
get
thing
creative.
back then.
Find a way to do it.
Find a way.
Because everybody's involved. Because this is another thing what Mike Lewitt was saying. Being a goalie, the only two people whose win-loss records are affected are the coach and the goalie.
Yeah.
So everybody else in the roster, like, I'm
Whatever.
good.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's on you, dog.
And now we've made plus minuses don't matter either, so I don't really even care if I got a minus.
You're right. But to your point, everybody's invested.
That's true.
Yeah.
You see guys that you typically wouldn't see blocking shots come out of nowhere, kung fu kick, 2-pad slide, like taking pucks off the shoulder, chipping it in, chipping it out, and there was more collective buy-in.
Yeah.
Because everybody was incentivized to do it.
Totally.
As a collective.
Yeah.
And I really thought, Rupp, I'm glad you brought that out. That was brilliant.